And so I do in fact hope he's trolling us, that he just wants to be funny, but this is not comedy to me. Potentially risking injury to show off trying to lift a 1 rep max. I don't get it. Not comedy. Coach Greg, and in today's video, IShowSpeed is going to put us through a workout at the gym. He's going to show us exactly how not to train. AKA, he's going to do every single thing wrong, and it's dangerous, and what you need to do is not copy anything he does. In watching his video, I wasn't sure if he was trolling us the entire time, but the guy has no clue what he's doing in the gym, and some people are saying, oh, this is great, it motivates us. No, it doesn't. It shows us everything we shouldn't be doing. And so 1.5 million people watch this, probably mostly teenagers. The guy's a gamer. And so if they do in fact go to the gym and they copy him, people are going to get hurt. Wait to see the nonsense, the foolishness that this guy does in the gym.
Speed, why am I stronger than you? Hey, I'm about to show. Yo, chat. Watch this, chat. I'm about to show y'all how much I can bench, bro.
And so the comments come in. How come I'm stronger than you? He reads a comment, says, I'm about to show you how much I can bench. It's his first time in the gym. It's not about going in there and testing your 1 rep max.
Speed, I need advice for girls. I just met this lady. Just, if I was you, you know what I'm saying, just keep your distance. You know, you can mess with her, but don't fall too deep in love, because most likely it's not gonna last.
But what about his advice on dating girls? Perhaps he's not the strongest guy in the room, doesn't know about weightlifting, but does he in fact give good tips? No, he tells you not to like women, that it's useless, that they're just gonna leave you in a month anyway. Hey, just be yourself. Hopefully they'll like you for you, and if they don't, move on to someone else. There is someone out there for you. Just be yourself. Be confident, be happy, but be true to yourself. Could have said that, but no. Why would he do that? Because he's a kid. He doesn't know better.
245 plates right here. Warm up. Oh, they saying warm up. Oh, shit.
Just some push-ups.
Push-ups? What should I do to warm up, though?
And so what would I suggest? Well, perhaps a 5 to 10 minute warm up. Get his blood flow increased, a little sweat going, something to prevent injury. And then to start out with a light weight and gradually increase the weight on each set so that your muscles are properly prepared for a 1 rep max. And don't 1 rep max on your first day in the gym. When you walk into the gym, especially as a beginner, you need to leave your ego at the door. Of course, you've got millions of followers and you're trying to impress everyone. But even if you don't have a single follower, you're walking to the gym, perhaps you see one person in there and you're trying to show off. You think that you need to lift a big weight to be impressive, to be masculine. No one wants to see you load up a bunch of weight and get injured. How cool it would be if you tear a pec on your first rep in the gym. Is that going to be motivating to other people? Of course not.
Quick little warm up, Warm up for the big time.
And so they said, hey, you gotta warm up. And so what does he do? He runs over and does a couple push-ups. Half reps at best. Couple reps. Is that enough to properly warm up the chest, the triceps before doing a 1 rep max? No. And is he now continuing to troll us? He's doing bicep curls in the squat rack. Really? Is he doing this on purpose?
225 right here, man.
What is happening right now? Pretty sure he sniffed the tape trying to get worked up for this 1 rep max 225 pounds. Guy does not look very big, and frankly, if he can lift this, gonna be shocked.
All right, come on. When you lift weights, smell your ass cheeks. It just stinks. When you smell something that stinks, you have to get boosted your masculinity.
Okay, if you need to sniff something, whether it's your taint, ammonia, or anything on your first day in the gym, the weight is too heavy. Especially on your first set, it should be something you can control with ease. Frankly, for this guy, the bar, that would have been a proper warm-up. 45 pounds alone. Do that, get the feel of it, and then increase the weight.
Yo. I got it. Ooh, I got it.
And so did it look like he had any business unracking 225? Frankly, he could barely get it off the bar. And on the descent, he didn't even lower it to his chest, he lowered it to his abdomen. Now imagine if he had lost control and slipped, which could easily happen your first time lifting 225, and dropped it on his neck. Do you really think the spotters would have had time to catch that before it crushed his neck?
All right, 45. I can do 45. I can do 45.
And so after failing 225, well, now we have to go down in weight. Let's put on 145 on each side, 135 pounds. Frankly, this is still too heavy a warm-up for somebody their first time in the gym. But would it not have made more sense to start with the lightweight, make sure you can get that first, and then increase the weight if you have the strength to lift that heavier weight? And so I do in fact hope he's trolling us, that he just wants to be funny, but this is not comedy to me. Potentially risking injury to show off trying to lift a 1 rep max. I don't get it. Not comedy.
Good job.
And so his next lift was 135 for 6, and listen, that is too heavy for a warm-up. Doing 6 reps is too heavy. You should have a lighter weight, something you can get at least 10 or 15 reps on, and do that as a warm-up. And up next, 155 gets 3 reps and then fails on the 4th. And notice his legs shaking. He doesn't properly plant his feet into the ground, doesn't use any leg drive, and so his legs, they're shaking, fluttering, as if he's doing a backstroke in the swimming pool.
I got it. Then push.
And notice on his 4th reps, the spotters are ready for him, but he's saying, no, don't help me. I got it, it's all me. No, when you're doing 4 reps and you have a spotter and you can't lift a weight, they're supposed to pull right away. And so the bar should always be moving, never at a dead stop on the way up. And of course, never should it go down. And so clearly that lift was over. The spotters need to grab it right away to prevent further injury.
All right, Chad, big easy right here, man. This is light work. 45 times 3. What's that again?
Okay, and so with the squats, at least this time he doesn't start with 225, starts with 135. And of course, he should have just used the bar, 45 pounds, that's plenty. And notice the bar is set too high. Guy clearly isn't tall enough to unrack the weight, and so he goes up on his tippy toes to unrack the weight, quickly goes into a wide stance and squats halfway down, proceeding to do several partial reps. The bar should be low enough so that you can comfortably unrack it with ease. You should not have to go on your tippy toes to unrack the weight. Also, his tempo, it's too fast. He needs to be going slower on the eccentric. Take your time, leave your ego at the door. It's not about how fast can you get the set done. It's about getting proper muscle stimulus, as in having a long enough time under tension and lifting the bar under control with good form. When you first start the gym, all it should be about is learning how to properly execute the movement. Do not twist your head and look to the side. That can cause a serious injury. Never look to the side doing squats, deadlifts, no matter what. Stop checking out the sides.
Let's stop playing games now. Put a 45 on a 45.
And so you can tell guy's never been in the gym before. He's got the safety collars on and then goes to put on an extra plate on top of it. Hasn't removed the collar yet. And frankly, why is he going heavier? Did that not look hard enough? It's his first day in the gym. If he wants to go harder, he could go down lower. Increase range of motion. That is going to make the lift take longer, be harder, get him into the time under tension that he needs to build muscle. And newsflash, people, there's a reason why there are 10s, 25s, and 35s in the gym, and not just 45s. It's because you're allowed to use those smaller increments. You're allowed to go up by smaller increments. You can add a 10 on each side. It's perfectly acceptable. You don't have to jump by 45 plates just because your ego tells you to do so. Should decide if you need a belt before you actually do the set, and frankly, if it's your first time in the gym, you shouldn't be using heavy enough weights that you need a belt. Learn how to use proper technique with lighter weights. Don't push yourself to failure, and don't even bother with the belt. When you're first starting, you don't need the belt. Save that for later when you're trying to lift heavier weights.
Get money. Come on.
And so in doing the set, he's screaming the entire time, not allowing himself to do the Valsalva maneuver to properly brace his core. This makes it much more dangerous and takes away from the strength. You might think screaming the entire time that you're doing the squat, that's going to give you more energy to push harder. It's not true. And notice at the end of the set, he's not taking the time to properly re-rack the weight. That is when accidents can happen. Far too often, people, they get to the end of the set, they pushed harder than last time, great job, but they give up too soon. You have to make sure the weight is re-racked before letting it down.
Ready, set, go! Light weight!
And as you can see, the spotters are there on every rep, probably lifting up part of the weight, and every rep the guy is going less deep than before. And so he continues to decrease the range of motion in order to get the weight up. It's not how you train.
You know, man, look, you're right here. Oh, God. Oh, I thought it was fake. I swear to God, I thought it was fake. Oh, where's my phone at?
And so there you have it. I thought he was done for sure at this point, but guys now loaded up 335 pounds. And you know what it is? Some of his fans are in the gym, they're checking him out, laying, look at this guy. We know him. Let's watch him lift. And so your ego forces you, says, you can do more. You got 5 reps there, you got more, let's add more weight. And so not only does he go with too much weight on the bar, doesn't go down deep enough, when he can no longer get a rep, he looks to either side. Guy is lucky he didn't get hurt. He's basically showing you exactly what not to do when training in the gym. The guy should take notes from PewDiePie. Guy's also a gamer, and he lifts properly and has an amazing physique.
All right, let's go. On the X bit if we can do it.
Why would anyone do this? You don't do one exercise, get to your max and fail, then go do some heavy squats, which are gonna fatigue you even more, and then attempt to go and do a 1 rep max again on the bench.
Push, I got it. Push, come on. Push. Stay down, stay down, stay down, stay down. Oh yeah. 225!
And notice the lifter didn't even look back at the bar. The 45-pound plates weren't touching, and so one side would have been heavier than the other. The spotters, thankfully, they pushed the weight together, but notice also there are no safety collars on the bench. And so when you're doing a bench press, you don't have safety collars. Sometimes the bar shakes a little bit. The bars can wobble and they can gradually fall off. You don't want this. You should be lifting with safety collars on the side as well as a spotter to ensure for your safety.
Push. I got it. Push. Come on. Push. Stay down, stay down, stay down, stay down. Oh yeah. 225.
And so he's got 225 on the bar. And this time the trainers, I think they know what they're doing. They're standing on either side because they know there's no way this guy can bench 225. And so for his own safety, they're on each side, and I do believe they're gonna help him lift this weight. I don't believe for 1 second this guy has any shot, any hope of benching 225. And so anyone who fails on the 4th rep with 155, they have no shot, no chance of even getting 200, let alone 225.
Push. I got it. Push. Come on. Push. Stay down, stay down, stay down, stay down. Oh yeah. 225.
And listen, if you are a spotter or partner, don't let them get away with this. Tell them the weight was too heavy, I had to help you. It wasn't all you. Don't lie to fuel their ego, because if they think they lifted 225 and they didn't, next time they might lift 225 and you're not there, and then they can't lift it, then they're squashed like a little bug.
We gonna make you work. We gonna make you work. You better push it. You got it on you. Get that motherfucker off of you. There it is. There it is.
And so let's do it again, 225. I mean, when is enough enough? He then proceeds to push as hard as he can, eyes bugging out of his head off the bench, horrible technique, pushing all out. And how is this guy not injured? Lucky this guy has good genetics for not getting injured, because this was atrocious form with way too heavy a weight, done repeatedly. And so how is he going to feel the next day? Is he going to be sore? Is this how you properly stimulate your body for muscle growth? Remember, to build muscle, it's all about progressive overload. Train harder than last time. You start easy, and over the course of months and or years, you gradually increase the load and train harder. If on day 1 you're going all out past failure with eyes bulging out of your head to try and get a lift up, using improper form on every exercise, what do you expect is going to happen? Not a lot. And so there you have it. He finished off his workout with some boxing training and boxing guy in the ring, and that's it. And so, yes, of course, it's great to see the guy going out to the gym, working out, trying to get fit, but please do so with safety in mind. Lifting as he did, very dangerous, some of the most dangerous lifting I've ever witnessed from anyone. And this is from a beginner. Beginners don't need to train hard. You just need to show up and love what you're doing, have fun, and save the hard training, the maxing out for later down the road once you build up some experience. Hope you learned something. Ending it here. Looking for harder than last time supplements? Click the link in the description. Use code Greg. Also, a free training program close to 20 pages. Join my newsletter subscriber list. You will get this for free. Train properly. Learn from me. Subscribe, click the bell button, comment for the algorithm, watch the bloops. Don't forget the cookbooks, the Circle Diet book, the cookbook again, also a training book right there. And until next time, I am out.